Welcome to Shanny's Kitchen.
Yeah. I was born and raised in the South, in a city, and now I live in the Midwest on a farm, and I love it. Other things I love are Jesus, my family, and everything food. I'm so glad you decided to join me today.
Phil, I'm so glad to be back in your kitchen, or back in Shanny's kitchen.
And I'm Phil. Shanny is Marci's sister.
Yes.
I'm married to Shanny, but we met when you were 7 years old.
That's right. That's right.
We're brother and sister too.
We are. For many years.
That's right.
And I'm so thankful for you, Phil, and our family, what you brought to our family. Just saying. Just saying.
Thank you, sweetheart.
We were celebrating our sweet dad yesterday, who turned 85. We were sitting around the table, and we were telling him what we loved about him and what we loved about Jesus. And he was just saying how he loved the Marians. So,
anyway, that's
just
right.
neat. It's pretty special.
Good
times. Good times. So, Phil, what are we going to make today?
Today we're going to do a hot dog. I'm going to take you through how I've learned to make what I consider the ultimate hot dog. So we'll talk about that today.
Excited. Yes.
So making hot dogs fun rather than just, kind of a filler type meal. And I want to give a shout out today to the Jones family, who has the best hot dogs in the world for a football stadium. Now, these are
high praise
hot dogs made by Petit Jean Meats in Morrilton, Arkansas.
Salute.
And I found out today they're not selling them retail anymore. You can only order them in bulk. So, Petit Jean, we've got to get back in the action.
Come on, Petit Jean.
Or people are going to miss out. So, I've got a substitute here. So, we're going to shout out to Cowboys for having the best hot dog to start out with.
Go Cowboys!
Yes!
Cousin Susanna, are you watching?
That's right. That is exactly right. We also have the buns. I like the kind of buns that you can put in your pantry and 3 minutes later they're just as good. To me, that means they're great. We're going to start talking about the steamer.
The steamer?
And we're going to talk about the poor man's steamer. So I learned about the beauty of steaming dogs in New York City. I said on our way to Israel, and from Little Rock you can fly into LaGuardia, but a lot of times you fly out of Israel at JFK. Wow. So we decided to come in early, go stay in Manhattan, and we were staying in Times Square. Well, we hit Times Square, and I needed a snack, and I saw one of those hot dog vending machines.
Like the movies?
Yeah. So went and got a steamed hot dog. It was awesome. It was terrific. So yellow mustard. No, we're not supposed to advertise, so excuse my French's mustard here. And then the way we make our poor man steamer is we're going to boil the water just like normal. And then we're going to put this on the top. And then we're going to get the onions started here in a minute with the stick of butter in it. So I've told you about the New York City where that kind of influenced my hot dog. I told you about Cowboy Stadium that influenced the hot dog. And so even if it's Petit Jean or not, get quarter-pound hot dogs. And so make sure that it's a 4-pack that says a pound. Get the full quarter-pounders.
Quarter-pound hot dogs?
Yeah, 4 of them, yes. You gotta have plenty of substance in the best dog.
Okay.
Here we've got the onions cooking. I'll tell you where I got the onion idea. We're going to Chicago, and in Chicago, the hot dog that they're known for is loaded with everything. Well, I don't like that. So we're baseball fans and, of course, White Sox fans, and we go to Kaminsky Park in Southside. So go South Chicago.
There you go.
And Cowboys in South Chicago. So, maybe kind of 2 ends of the spectrum there. So we get there and have really good seats. And I go to get the hot dogs. They have hot dog stations, and it's just a big grill. And so they're grilling the hot dogs. And they're grilling these onions. Well, the onions you smell throughout the stadium is terrific. And this is Kaminsky Park, White Sox place.
Salute.
Yes. And so I look. Some of these onions, you could get them all different shades.
Really?
Some of them are burned. So I love mine burned.
I like mine burned.
Best baseball stadium hot dog ever was right there. So that has influenced my onions as a possibility. Because I'm not really an onion fan. But we're going to cook them really good and lots of butter. So it gets a little better.
What a memory and experience.
Yeah,
I love that.
Exactly. So we've talked about steaming in New York City.
And shout out to Uncle Don. Uncle Don said I could go to New York and do a show in his kitchen. So
really?
I've got to do that sometime now that he's a retired doctor.
Yeah.
And y'all have been to see Don in New York City as well.
Yes, it's exactly right. Loved it. Loved Manhattan. and love the hot dogs in Times Square. So, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'll give you some thoughts on some chili. I'm using today Skyline chili. And Skyline chili has a story because it's made in Columbus, Ohio area. It's a restaurant.
Oh.
And when I lived and worked up there, my buddies and I, you could almost set your watch by 12 noon. We were out of there headed to Skyline chili. So shout out to Columbus and Skyline chili. This always makes a good memory. But my wife makes terrific chili. But the day after, it's just not quite as good. So great use for leftover chili are these hot dogs too. So that's
wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, in fact, probably some of you were wondering about my thumb. I actually cut my thumb cooking yesterday. So,
oh no! And I'm glad you're married to a nurse practitioner.
Exactly.
Who got the nurse's nurse award.
She's got me all bandaged up here. So.
Oh, are you doing okay? Are you safe to cook today?
I'm safe to cook today. That's exactly right.
I'm glad you're better.
Well, I've got my Skyline chili going here.
Smells good.
Skyline chili is kind of thin, which I kind of like because it soaks into the bun.
Oh,
but Shannon makes a real thick chili, which you really have to eat with a fork when you eat this hot dog. So we've got that going. We'll come back in a few minutes. We've got some brownies in the oven, but I'll tell you, I'm going to share a little secret on how to make all brownies better. So we'll do that before it's over.
Oh, that's so exciting.
We'll be right back. All right, we're back. And this device here, it's a hot dog steamer. So you can steam vegetables, but it's really made to steam hot dogs. That's how you really do it right. And what it does is there's water at the bottom and it steams all the way up through. But what I'm showing today is the poor man's steamer.
Poor man's steamer, I love it.
What I've done is basically I've got the hot dogs boiling in here.
Love it.
But I'm going to take these hot dog buns.
I'm just
going to just lay them right here.
Over the steam in your pot of dogs.
And so I get a nice big pot of water, which you really don't have to do for the hot dogs. But it gives you more surface space to put your buns on.
That's amazing.
A New York feel.
A New York feel. And it doesn't make them soggy, brother?
If you leave them on long enough, it will.
Oh, okay.
So it's not that delicate.
Oh, good.
But we want them a little soft.
Okay.
Let that go in there, and you'll see I burn mine.
Oh, they look so good and smell so good.
But you can cook them any way you want to.
Ooh.
But I learned that the burnt onions are really good.
So good.
And then I've got the chili, and again, find your own chili that you like. What I like about this chili when we're doing multiple things is it kind of soaks into the bun. So it's almost like a chili barbecue sauce.
Ooh, I love the way you said that.
Yeah. So it's
love that.
Chili sauce.
Fantastic.
So Marci,
yes,
let's build your dog.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's build your dog.
Ready.
And what we're going to use is Granny's China. So this is the china from her granny.
Yes, Mom's mom.
That Honey, being the oldest sibling, was smart enough to ask for. So we have it.
Shanny is smart. Honey is smart. I'm so excited. Oh, so wonderful. Oh, hi, Granny. So Granny's watching us from heaven.
Exactly right.
Great cloud of witnesses.
So we're going to let you make yours like you want it.
Okay.
And so your choices are going to be...
I love choices.
Just plain with mustard.
Okay, and do I take the bun first and just put it on?
We're going to grab a bun there.
Okay, so I'm just going to... Is it hot or...?
It shouldn't be.
Okay, so... Oh my goodness, it feels great.
Yeah, okay, there it is there.
Okay, so the bun...
And I'm going to get this one that's cooked really good.
Oh, thank you.
So I'm going to fish around here. These are really getting good when they...
Oh.
I like to cook my hot dog, even though these are pre-cooked. I like to cook them a lot so they split. I just think that's great, whether they're on the grill or not.
And is that a test for when they're done really well?
They're done when they come out of the package, but I like them when they're just really done.
Okay, amen.
So Marci, you've got a choice of mustard, chili, and onions.
Okay. Now, Phil, can I put everything on?
Whatever you want.
Just for fun? I definitely want onions because these look amazing. And you just put however many you want. Okay. Ooh, this doesn't sound like many rules. I love that. Wow, these smell so good.
I would probably put mustard next.
Let's do mustard next.
However, I'll put it on thick.
Okay.
Even with chili.
Okay.
So you can put that
I'm going to take your recommendation, brother. I'm going to put it on thick. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Ooh, that's awesome. I like your style.
Thank you.
That is terrific. Way to go, Marci.
Kind of fun. Art, craft.
Yes. And so we can do some chili.
Okay.
And that should just soak right down into the bun, you'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And so that's a little bit easier to eat
pretty.
too. Yeah.
Who knew a hot dog could be pretty?
Right.
Wow.
And you can add cheese, but here's something to remember. Those of you that like kosher hot dogs, you do never want to put the cheese on the kosher hot dog. Because
good to know.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I learned this in Israel.
Oh.
That you don't mix cheese and beef. So when it comes from,
I remember that.
It comes from the Old Testament. So you keep dairy and you keep your beef separated.
Sounds like Leviticus.
When you get, those of you who are not, pile on the cheese. So,
there you go.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I love Israel, but I'm going to pile on the cheese.
You're going to pile on the cheese. That's right. Okay. Good.
Yeah, you do the honors.
All right, that'll be awesome, and we'll hope.
So pretty.
Yeah,
yes, can y'all see this? I hope y'all can see this.
Okay.
And I love it that it's on Granny's plate. This is gorgeous.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh, well, that's it, Marcy.
Oh!
So, make your favorite brownie. And what I do to make it even better is, Marcy, if you'll show them that, I use cake icing to go on top of the brownie, because brownies are, no matter how good they are, they need something.
Okay.
And a lot of times people will put ice cream and stuff on it, but here, this is my trick. Now, this is warm, and we're going to do it warm, but the best way to do it is let it cool down, because what we're going to see is icing is going to melt. But you can put it on there, melt it, but then let it cool down. So, so it won't run off when you start to get
So now later, can I just put it on?
Put it on.
Okay, I'm so excited.
We'll let it wait later.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
wow.
perfect.
Where did you figure this out,
One of the brands sort of did it. We tried it, and I thought, that's a good idea.
Wow.
But it wasn't quite good enough. So then I just got our regular.
Yes.
And got some cake icing and thought, man, this is more like it.
This is amazing. Yeah. Oh, and it's kind of melty, which is yummy.
Exactly. So we'll just let that kind of sit and harden.
I love that. What a good tip.
At that point, you're really tempted to eat it while it's hot, but it'll melt into that hole. So you want to let it cool down a little bit.
This is amazing. I love that tip. Brother, thank you so much for today.
Yes, my dear girl.
Show with me.
So sweet.
So sweet.
Such a sweet girl. So
and you're such a sweet brother. Thank you so much. I love it. Phil is always game for a show.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you for being a good sport my whole life. We've had such a great week, and we're just going to continue. And we hope y'all have a good week and a Merry Christmas. Don't forget to thank Jesus.
And enjoy.
See you next time.